Menteri Rangba Kajla Ukanrat Kisama Long Baka Sarkar Kayakun Ban Kutno Ya Gajing Sapriang Janga Klam Kuwet Kat Kendai Ha Kajla Da Kabaw Lapan Pau Baka Sarkar Ka Kuslai Ya Gajing Kiustet Jang Kaniga Klam Wala Kadang Pur Tang Hai Kattu Kat Nig Benta Badang La Bantek Lakam Ulong Bagi Bor Penyat Distrik Kelak Tereshitam Bantek Lakam Ru Ya Karung Kami Syabar Kajla Barkumjuk Ki Banabar Hendai long bakadai ke kamram ru jeng kapaiba bandan ke jingket kli banjada na ke jing priang jeng ka klam habai dei ba jing ujor ijhar ki sau phuwei ngot ki bla lek khawa yatho o menteri rangba ulai yatho ba yak te briu la pangat ha section shispa phra phupra IPC bar ka angan sale ek dan kam kat kum ki kindon bala pangat ulong ba kani ke jing penstom yak te briu kalong ru kanuksa ya ki wei ki ba pen khen ya ke jing batha jeng sarkar khamtam banwara jingma ya ki nong snong Ukanrat ki sama ulai thuru baki officer sarkar ki bala ya kendo ya ki bala banyabit ya ki jingpang kila shim ya ki jiget kli da kaba kila phat test no marmar jeladi bar hadu menta amdan ki balong positive na kanika klam.
Yes, in the last few weeks we have seen the number of active cases go up and obviously it's a serious matter, but I think if you look at the details of the number of cases that have gone up, they are mostly in different clusters. So we have the largest chunk, which is the BSF cluster. Then we have the returnee clusters, and then which is mainly of the people who have come back into the state. Then we have the clusters for Khanapara, which is next to Guwahati border. So the impact of that is coming up. Then we have other clusters like the marriage cluster that was there and the Nigrims cluster. So if you look at the entire growth of the number of active cases that we have seen, it has been mainly in these clusters. So what we mean to say is it is contained within these particular clusters, and it has not actually gone and spread across different localities or the community as per se. So therefore, yes, it's a concern, and we need to be very careful and take measures. We need to ensure that we break the transmission chain in each of these clusters as far as possible, and that is really the reason why we are seeing that today and tomorrow there has been a lockdown for the virus for behavioral change. So we're using this opportunity to sensitize people regarding behavioral change, which is very important. But also we're using this time to do as much of contact tracing as possible and asking people to remain at home so that we can break the transmission chain. So therefore these are the challenges we face in the last 2 weeks, but because of the fact that these are in cluster formats, it is slightly something which we feel can be controlled to some extent, and I think if we're able to contain it within these clusters, I think we should be back to at least some kind of stability. In a situation like this where COVID-19 is a kind of a virus which neither can be seen, and also the fact that most of the cases are asymptomatic cases, I think this kind of a situation is something that at one point or the other every state or every region will go through. So it's not something that we should be surprised about. The question is how we manage it and how we control it and how we ensure that it doesn't spread any further. So I think as we go along during the years and months till we find a vaccine, I think we need to be ready for a rapid response system when it comes to situations like these. So were we surprised? Yes, we were surprised when these things happened, but it's something I think we should not be thinking that it cannot happen to us. It can happen anywhere, to any state, and I think every state needs to be prepared. What is important, as I said, is the society should be prepared, the community should be prepared, and we should all be aware about this, and I think that's the only way to fight this virus. And the most important part is that the individual should realize that it's the behavioral change that really can make the big difference. So every individual must act responsibly, should always wear a mask, maintain the social distancing and their personal hygiene. Case is something that is cluster within the state where they have their own compound, their own premises. By ensuring that we restrict the movement of people from inside to out and outside to inside for some time, I think we should be able to contain this to a large extent, which is the strategy which we're going for in BSF case, and doing massive testing also. In case of the marriage party, you're aware that there was a situation where all the information was not given to the administration. Now we have more than 200, 300, 400 people going across the border and coming back every day and at certain points there were more than 2,000 people who were coming in a day. The administration has been doing a terrific job in order to really monitor all of this. But I think at a given time, it's not just the administration and the government. The people also, they have to take the responsibility at their level. So I think if individuals start acting responsibly, which I'm sorry to say in this case it did not happen, there was a lot of irresponsibility on behalf of those individuals, and this has led to risk for a lot of people, and thankfully it has not gone beyond a point which was not controllable. So now we have seen the last 24 hours after doing a lot of contact tracing, there's no increase in the number of cases in the marriage party cluster. So the numbers have not gone up, even in spite of doing a number of contact tracing and testing. So this is a good sign, and I hope that no more other positive cases come up. But I think we need to learn from this experience and ensure that people also, the society also learns from the experience and realizes that it's not just the government or the doctors or the police, but every individual has to be a COVID warrior, and you must act responsibly, and it's only then can we fight this virus together as the IPC. So therefore, as per the IPC was section 188, the action and all the things will be taken up against these people, and it's very clear rules are there. So we have filed in all the necessary FIRs. So therefore, we will not let this go lightly. It's a very serious situation, and it could have been more serious. So therefore, in order to ensure that individuals and everybody gets the message about this thing, we will take serious action. That we are going to take appropriate action as per law against all these individuals who are involved in this, and every single, in fact, I'm very happy to say that a lot of secondary contacts, tertiary contacts were there from our officials also. But those officials have been very responsible. They have quarantined themselves, they have gone for testing, and almost everybody has come out negative. So therefore, it's very good news for us. But at the same time, we still want them to be careful. So we are asking them to ensure that they maintain the social distance, they maintain, wear their mask. But at the same time, these are very important officials. So work has to go on also. So therefore, in this situation, we will see that even in spite of being testing negative, they will take a lot of precaution. The DC has tested twice negative, so I don't see any reason to worry. So therefore, but yet we need to take precaution, we need to be careful. So we ask the medical team to examine carefully, and then we'll take a decision.